Kxo El Centro.
I'm Ari Wolf with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. OTA workouts continued around the NFL, and Patrick Mahomes is among those putting in work. The Chiefs QB says he's ahead of schedule in his recovery from toe surgery, and if a game were held today, he'd be ready to play. The Jaguars also took the field, led by first overall pick Trevor Lawrence, and the young QB is already wowing his new head coach, Urban Meyer.
He's been great. His retention has been great. Execution has improved. His seriousness and his approach to this has been fantastic. He had a really good day today. He's just making steady progress.
Elsewhere, Lions head coach Dan Campbell confirmed Detroit has interest in signing Todd Gurley and has been in touch with the running backs' agents. And Frank Gore says he's spoken to several teams about a return in 2021, and the 38-year-old running back is not yet contemplating retirement, adding, quote, "I know that I can still play the game. I know I can help the team." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Napa know-how.
Some things just go better together, like a 5-quart jug of Napa full synthetic motor oil and a platinum filter for $26.48. It's like bacon and eggs, hot dogs and mustard, or Joni and Chachi. Ask your dad about it. That's Napa full synthetic and a platinum filter for $26.48. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General States pricing. Sales prices not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 6/30/21.
What's in store this week at your local Staples?
Bigger savings every day.
That's because Staples has just lowered their everyday prices on paper, pens, and markers.
Right now, a ream of Staples True Red copy paper is only $3.99.
Plus, select 5 packs of Sharpie markers and 4 packs of Expo Dry Erase markers are each just $3.99 every day.
Shop in-store or pick up curbside and save at Staples.
Limit 3. Curbside available at most stores. See staples.com/weekly ad for details.
And I think somewhere along the way we mentioned it is a Friday. It is the fourth day of June, 2021.
Yeah, don't hurry it up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's going by fast enough,
Fast enough on its own.
Yeah. Okay, and, well, we salute the grads from Brawley and Holtville. They graduated last night.
And I wonder, do we have anybody graduating tonight?
I don't have anybody on my list graduating tonight. None of the high schools, anyway.
Yeah.
So,
well, next week, there's still more to come.
Calexico and Imperial.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I think that will do it for the high schools.
Pretty much wrap it up?
Pretty much. Okay. A couple of heads up, okay? You want to avoid Imperial Avenue? We're talking Highway 86 between El Centro and Imperial. And yesterday, it was a total ball of confusion. Not from the guys that were working, but from drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we warned you. Find an alternate route. La Brucherie was jammed as well. So, be creative and find a way around the traffic.
Well, what I want to know, why couldn't they have held up on that project until they finished the Imperial Avenue, which is not that far away from completion? I wonder if anybody thought about that.
Well, this is a whole different section. So, that's two totally different projects. This is Highway 86.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
But it's all very, very close.
Yeah,
and our traffic flow was already so hindered.
Yes.
And then to add insult to injury, come on.
Well, it's another, just another example of, well thought out planning.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
What not to do.
Yes. And we'll give you another heads up. We mentioned a Desert Bighorn on westbound Interstate 8 near Mountain Springs Road. I understand, he's honking his big horns. But be careful.
Did he jump out at somebody?
I don't think so. But
I just wondered.
Yeah. As you and I know, and people that have been in the valley a while know, the Desert Bighorns do wander down along the freeway.
Yeah, they come down and join the rest of us.
Yes.
Get a little altitude change.
Yeah, I think they were headed out to the cantina in Ocotillo.
The cantina.
Yes. Okay, you want some birthdays?
Birthdays.
Our big shot birthdays. Actor Bruce Dern. He always played the baddie in the Westerns. He's 85. And singer, actor Michelle Phillips, Mamas and the Papas, 77. And actor Parker Stevenson, 69. Wasn't he in the Hardy Boys on TV? Actor Keith David, 65. Singer Elle DeBarge is 60. Actor Julie White is 60. Actor Lindsay Frost, 59. Actor Sean Pertwee is 57. Actor Scott Wolf, 53. Comedian Horatio Sands is 52. Actor James Callis, 50. Actor Noah Wiley from ER is 50. Bass player Stephen Lessard of the Dave Matthews Band, 47. Actor Russell Brand is 46. Angelina Jolie is 46. And I'm not going to say she's a nut job, but let's see. Actor Theo Rossi is 46. Actor Robin Lord Taylor, 43. And, Jojo Garza of Los Lonely Boys is 41. Okay?
Happy birthday to all of you.
And our local ones.
Coming up.
We're celebrating today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Annette Tietz, Francisco Coriel, Joey Yanis, Silvio Reyes, Ariana Castro, David Nunez, Debbie Thornton, Ernie Quintero, Joan Exum, John Watson, Michael Navarro, Oscar Herrera, William Navarro, Alex Alvarez, and Andres Michael Hernandez. Happy birthday from KXO.
Yeah, that's a short list for Friday. Quality, I understand.
Yes. Coming up about 8:30 this morning, I'll be visiting with Imperial County CEO Tony Rahotis and also County Health Department Director Jeanette Angulo. We'll get an update on the state incentives. I needed no incentive to get a vaccine. My incentive was I want to be healthy. Yeah.
Well, you heard the one incentive was included beer.
Yeah, a shot and a beer. Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if I asked if they would provide me with the that chocolate peanut butter stout from the Belching Beaver Brewery.
Belching Beaver?
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
I'll have to ask.
Negotiate.
Yeah. I bet Tony would buy me one of them. And we'll talk about the preparations for the upcoming reopening of our economy. That's scheduled for June 15th.
That's what we hear.
Okay. So that's about 8:30 this morning. And it will also be available on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel when we're done.
When we're finished.
Yes. Anything else? Big weekend ahead?
Going to be a carbon copy of last weekend.
Only not as long.
Not as long. Yeah,
yes.
That's right. Yeah, we'll be back.
Okay. Well, let's jump in with some news. It's World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts. We're talking Lock Air Conditioning and custom sheet metal.
CBS News special report. President Biden is expected to speak shortly to Trump at the new monthly jobs report. It documents 559,000 new non-farm positions and an unemployment rate of 5.8%, down from 6.1 in April. Bank rates, Mark Hamrick.
Leading the way was the leisure and hospitality sector, including bars and restaurants, with nearly 300,000 jobs added, but millions more yet to recover.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
There are many in that industry who are really worried. They say that there's a labor shortage. You know, many of the economists I speak to, they say, hey, you know what? If there's a labor shortage, that means you just have to pay them more.
As vaccination rates rose, there were also job gains in healthcare and public and private education, with more kids returning to classrooms. Markets reacting positively to the new numbers. The Dow is up 113 points. S&P ahead 25. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. It was an emotional graduation ceremony for the Saugus High School class of 2021 last night. Jocelyn Carlin, daughter of LA County firefighter Tori Carlin, who was killed this week, received her diploma. Hundreds of firefighters showed up in support.
It's a really tough time for our fire department, and it's a really tough time for me. That was my crew. I was supposed to be there that day, and I took the day off, and it's really hard.
Jocelyn Carlin wore her father's firefighting jacket over her robe to accept the diploma. With California set to reopen from COVID, Governor Gavin Newsom is warning the fight is not over.
This pandemic's not behind us. This pandemic is not extinguished. We still have an enormous amount of work to do. We're mindful of these variants. We're mindful of the fact that not all parts of the country are like the state of California.
And finally, Saturday marks the 40th anniversary of the first case of AIDS being reported in the U.S. 40 blocks of the AIDS Memorial Quilt will be on display at San Francisco's Golden Gate Park. Steve Clausen, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. It's been hot. It's going to stay hot. Is your air conditioner up to it? Well, have Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal check it out. Make sure it's running right and efficiently. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
It's okay if you're wondering, is the COVID-19 vaccine safe for people like me? And when you're ready, here's your answer. It was tested by adult volunteers of different ages, races, genders, ethnicities, and health conditions. Tens of thousands of people, a group as diverse as California itself. And thanks to them, we know the vaccine is safe. Let's get you there. Let's get to immunity. Learn more at vaccinateall58.com or call 833-422-4255. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Start with everyone with a brand new puppy they cannot leave home alone. And there he is now, disemboweling a sofa. Now narrow it to the puppy parents who need to get their prescriptions refilled today. For you, there's Walgreens same-day prescription delivery. Medication sent right to your door from the local Walgreens you already know and trust. So you can spend all day at home teaching your new puppy some manners. Elroy, roll over. Or just sit there and tilt your head. Aw. To join, text JOIN-RX to 21525.
It's page one of the local news, page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Heading out of the valley on a road trip, before you go anywhere, stop by Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. They service all makes and all models.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, active cases of COVID-19 continue to trend downward. Here are the latest COVID numbers.
They were released Thursday morning. The numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the latest numbers, active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County now down to 49. 9 of those are hospitalized. There are currently 0 COVID-19 patients in intensive care. The number of deaths attributed to COVID-19 in Imperial County now at 733. Total number of vaccines administered in the county are at 157,111. Of those, 69,044 are fully vaccinated. 88,067 are partially vaccinated. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
U.S. Border Patrol agents rescued a total of 7 undocumented individuals lost in the desert in the Ocumba Wilderness west of Ocotillo. 2 separate rescues were made on Wednesday. At about 10:30 a.m., 3 lost migrants were located. At about 7:30 p.m. that evening, a group of 4 individuals were rescued in the same general area. On Monday morning, Yuma Sector Border Patrol agents located the body of a deceased man, a Mexican national east of Yuma. The man had apparently been dead for about 2 weeks. Tuesday afternoon, Border Patrol agents responded to a call for help south of the Yuma foothills. Agents located a group of migrants, one of whom, a 20-year-old woman from Guatemala, had died. Agents took a 16-year-old resident of San Luis, Mexico, into custody when it was determined he was the group's guide. KXO News Time, 7:43.
El Centro Motors and the Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers are looking for motivated service writers and technicians. Join a team that appreciates you. The locally owned Quick Lane Service Centers and El Centro Motors offer top pay and great working condition. You may even qualify for a signing bonus. Apply online at elcentromotors.net. Grow with a team that values your skills. Join the El Centro Motors and Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers team.
In other local news, an alternative to AB 1021, George Gale explains.
The Assembly bill was authored by Yucca Valley Assemblyman Chad Hayes. Federal Irrigation District sees the bill as a threat to the district's water rights and policy in the Imperial Valley. Among other things, the bill calls for additions to the IID Board of Directors to include residents from Riverside County. New directors would have a vote on everything IID, including water issues. District does not provide water to the Coachella Valley in Riverside County. They only provide electrical service to some areas. This week, the Imperial Irrigation District Board approved a resolution to form a Coachella Valley Energy Commission composed of IID directors and Coachella Valley representatives to address local energy issues and a plan for continued energy services to the Coachella Valley. Resolution also provides that in the event the alternative fails to result in the removal of the bill from the legislature, IID management and staff would be directed to immediately prepare a Coachella Valley exit plan and legal action as defensive measures to protect the district and Imperial Valley's water rights if enacted by law. Resolution passed on a 3-1 vote, with Director Norma Sierra Galindo voting no and Director Alex Cardenas abstaining. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A burning big rig shut down eastbound Interstate 8 for about an hour Thursday morning. The fire was reported at about 10:25 a.m. and thick smoke blanketed the eastbound lanes. Traffic was stopped as emergency crews battled the blaze. No injuries were reported. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Before you head out on the road, any road trips, even if it's just San Diego, head into Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. Make sure that car's running right. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Explore the great outdoors this summer with Kokopah Casino. Each drawing, you have the chance to win great outdoor prizes, cash, or rewards play. Drawings every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday through June 26th. One lucky winner will go home with a custom side-by-side UTV. Earn entries daily by playing your favorite slots and table games with your rewards card. For complete rules, see the Kokopah Casino Rewards Club. Winning is just around the corner at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
Page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage.
Homicide investigation involving the death of a 21-year-old is underway. Here's more on that story.
His body was found in the Coachella Canal on May 11th. A body was identified as 21-year-old Tommy Dean Jackson, originally from Nashville, Tennessee. His body was found in the Coachella Canal near Slab City in Nyland. Imperial County Sheriff's investigators said this week the death was being investigated as a homicide. County Coroner's Office said the body had been in the canal 3 to 4 days before it was found by a resident. Sheriff's Office is asking the public for public assistance in their investigation. Anyone with any information on the victim or anything connected to the case is asked to call 442-265-2052. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A binational rescue. It happened on Monday at around 8 a.m. when the Yuma Air Branch crew were conducting aerial patrol operations east of Calexico. The crew spotted a woman being sexually assaulted on the Mexican side of the border, about 12 miles east of downtown Calexico. The crew activated the loudspeaker and sirens on their EC-120 to scare off the assailant, and they observed him running away from the woman's location. The air crew notified the Calexico Border Patrol station of the incident and landed the helicopter to make contact with the woman. They found the woman bleeding profusely. She told the crew she had been shot. She had a noticeable head wound. Border Patrol agents arrived and began providing medical attention through the border fence in an attempt to control the bleeding. Mexican officials were notified. They arrived and transported the woman to a hospital. The Mexican officials also found a man fleeing the scene. The man was arrested. Well, Imperial releases a summer 2021 activity guide. Here's more on that story.
It was released by the City of Imperial Department of Community Services. The guide is all-encompassing of in-person pool, recreation, and library programs and provides activities for kids ages 14 and younger. Registration is now open on the City of Imperial website. For questions, call 760-355-3316. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, the warmest temperatures so far this year will persist into the weekend, with readings 5 to 10 degrees above normal. This will result in widespread moderate to localized heat risk. A subtle cooling trend is possible early next week as low pressure nears the west coast. However, readings will still likely hover near the average. 107 our high yesterday, 72 the low. Sunny today with a high near 109. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 74. West-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Saturday will be sunny with a high near 107. South-southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest in the afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Sunny on Sunday with a high near 104. South-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming southwest in the afternoon. 80 degrees downtown El Centro, 51% relative humidity. Wind out of the south at 3 to 5 miles an hour. Air quality good everywhere, except moderate in Calexico and Mexicali, elevated PM 2.5, and Westmoreland with elevated PM 10, dust in the wind. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. You can see David, you can see Jose. Get answers to your questions about life insurance, health insurance, auto, and home insurance as well.
1 to get ready.
We're ready.
2 to get set.
Tables are set.
And 3 to go.
Let's go.
Burgers and Beer is ready for you. We are open and our meals are fresh and made to your order. We are set. Our tables are set. Our condiment trays are fresh, stocked, and chilled. Our doors are open and it's go time. Come in and enjoy all your favorites at Burgers and Beer. The bacon is sizzling, the fries are frying, the burgers are cooking, and all of the beverages are ice cold. It's a good day at Burgers and Beer.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. The Lakers lose the pennant. The Lakers, they're eliminated. Phoenix topped the Lakers 113-100 last night. and the Lakers out in round one. Meanwhile, the Nuggets top the Trailblazers 126-115. Denver advances to the next round. Coming up tonight, it's the Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks as NBA playoff action continues.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District is open and ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, Major League Baseball, the Padres got back on the winning track as the Padres nipped the Mets 4-3. Fernando Tatis homered and then scampered home on an almost wild pitch as the Padres win. Mariners over the Angels 6-2. Braves beat up on the Nationals 5-1. Rays top the Yankees 9-2. Tampa owns New York. The Red Sox ripped the Astros 5-1. Rockies rolled over the Rangers 11-6. Pirates pounded the Marlins 5-3. Brewers beat the Diamondbacks 7-4. White Sox topped the Tigers 4-1. Royals edged the Twins 6-5. Reds topped the Cardinals 4-2. And the Giants beat the Cubs 7-2. And in other news in the world of sports, a tennis player suspected of match fixing last year has been arrested during the French Open. According to French newspaper La Parisienne, which first reported this story, the player is 765th ranked Yana Sisakova of Russia. The prosecutor's office confirmed to the Associated Press that a women's international player was in custody and fixing matches in tennis. Who would have thunk it? That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And it's time for financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned security company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offers live scan fingerprinting to the public. Right now, the markets are showing solid green. Well, good news on the economic front. Investors, breathing a sigh of relief following the May jobs report. Stocks rallied as the numbers told a classic Goldilocksian, not too hot, not too cold story about the economy. The Dow Jones Industrial is right now up 143 points at 34,720. The S&P 500 up 30 points at 4222. The NASDAQ up 170 points at 13,764. Meanwhile, gold jumped $23.40 an ounce, oil up 21 cents a barrel. Meanwhile, Ford has been building the Transit Connect vans in Turkey. Then they ship them to the U.S., where most of them are converted to cargo vans. Well, the reason they pay only a 2.5% duty on passenger vehicles rather than the 25% duty on trucks. Yeah, but hey, the government says, wait a minute, you owe us money. You're importing them as vans and then converting them to cargo trucks. Yeah, Ford could get hit with a $1.3 billion penalty for importing the vans from Turkey. The Transit Connect program was designed and executed to comply with long-standing tariff rules, said Ford. We will rightly continue to vigorously defend Ford's actions here and contest any duties and penalties.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro. And if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
We'll have sunny skies today with a high near 109, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 74, west-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 107, south-southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. The winds should shift out of the west-southwest in the afternoon. 81 degrees, 49% relative humidity, wind out of the south at about 3 miles an hour. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Security, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. The government says employers added 559,000 jobs last month, an improvement over April, the jobless rate falling from 6.1 to 5.8%. President Biden commenting just moments ago.
This is progress, historic progress that's pulling our economy out of the worst crisis it's been in 100 years.
But it's a situation where many employers can't find workers, and there's no job for people like laid-off L.A. chef Frank Santos, who's had to move in with his daughter.
When you lose your job, I think you lose your dignity too.
CBS's Jill Schlesinger says restaurants and hotels added a lot of jobs last month.
That sector saw 292,000 new positions added, even with all the gains in leisure and hospitality, which includes restaurants and amusement parks. The total category has seen a 15% contraction in its labor force, down 2.5 million jobs.
The effort continues today in Washington to hammer out an agreement on an infrastructure plan. CBS's Weijia Jiang says President Biden's already made some concessions.
The bottom line is President Biden wants a bipartisan deal. We have to watch the reaction from progressives on the left today who see repealing those Trump corporate tax cuts as a sticking point. Now, even though Mr. Biden might agree, he understands that keeping the corporate tax rate right where it is a red line for Republicans.
FBI Director Christopher Wray tells the Wall Street Journal the Bureau is investigating more than 100 different types of ransomware, much of it tracing back to criminals in Russia. CBS's Jim Krasula tells us there's new fallout from the story of high school football coaches who used pizza as punishment and now have paid a price.
McKinley High School football coach Watley Marcus and 6 assistant coaches have been fired after a 17-year-old player who is Jewish and keeps kosher was forced to eat a pepperoni pizza. It was punishment for missing a practice. Canton, Ohio school superintendent Jeff Talbert.
The type of behavior that took place was inappropriate. It was divisive, demeaning.
The coaches were not fired. fired from their regular school positions.
Well, Colleen Diston of Ventura, California, has her wallet back. She lost it 46 years ago.
It's hard to explain the feeling that I had because it's kind of an emotional one and an excitement.
It was found in the crawl space at a theater undergoing renovations by a worker who put out the word on social media. Diston says she's glad to have the pictures inside the wallet back and a ticket stub from a Grateful Dead concert. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 145 points. The NASDAQ is ahead 159. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Want to hear something amazing? Discover matches all the cash back you earn on your credit card at the end of your first year, automatically, dollar for dollar, with no limit on how much you can earn. Extra cash? Come on, how amazing is that? In fact, it's even more amazing when you realize all the places where Discover is accepted. 99% of places in the U.S. that take credit cards. So when it comes to Discover, get used to hearing yes more often. Learn more at discover.com/yes. 2021 Nielsen Report. Limitations apply.
You're ready to get out and get moving. And whether it's surfing, playing tennis, or hiking every path you can find, you're going to need some essential new gear. Essentials that are even more rewarding with the Bank of America customized cash rewards credit card. You can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. The essentials have never felt more rewarding. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
Lady Liberty has a little sister, and she's about to be on the move.
A brand new Statue of Liberty is about to set sail from France to join her big sister for the 4th of July. The 9-foot replica will then go to Washington for the French National Day on July 14th. Unlike the original, gifted by France in 1886, this statue is on loan and will go on display in the gardens of the French Embassy for the next 10 years. Elaine Cobb, CBS News, Paris.
Maryland man's been sentenced to more than 6 years in prison for a series of fraud schemes that cost victims more than $1 million. As part of the guilty plea, Robert Snowden agreed to pay the money back. He admitted he conspired between 2013 and 2020 to defraud Maryland's Department of Human Services and a nutrition assistance program, using stolen ID information to get the benefits. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
No child in Imperial County should go hungry. This is Jean Oswald for the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Living in a food insecure home makes it difficult for children to perform efficiently in school and to face the challenges of being a child. I urge you to help these kids. Donate to the Food Bank's Backpack Program. Recipients are children who rely on school meals and risk going hungry on weekends when they're away from school. The Ivy Food Bank Backpack Program. Donate online at ivyfoodbank.org.
CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO. 1230 KXO.